Guess who's back? Back again. The girl that cannot do a cut crease. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new around here, hi, my name is Missa. Welcome, join, subscribe, become a friend. I have very few, so positions open. As you can see by the title today, we are going to be playing with Kaleidos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kaleidos, I'm going to say. Today I picked two palettes out of my four that I thought would be quite cohesive together. So we're playing with Futurism 1, Sci-Fi Green, and Futurism 3, Astro-Pink. Both of these tickle my pickle greatly, and I put them on my eyes, and I'm going to show you how I did it. But first of all, as you know, with all kind of new to me eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to swatch them, tell you a bit about them. It's very windy outside, sorry if you can hear that. And then we'll get into this and then my final thoughts, yada yada yada. Let's get on with it. Testing out a new foundation today. Not for a video, but I'm going to test it a few times and then do a video so I can give you a really rounded thought. What foundation do you think I'm wearing? I got a lot of questions when I showed these on my Instagram and also when I showed them in like my palette collection declutter series. I first of all was sent these for free by the brand. I did say that in that video, but just so I say it in this video, full disclosure, all transparency, I'm all about that. I got these for free, didn't have to pay a penny for them, which is great because it saves me money. And also I was slightly interested in the brand, not like hugely, but slightly, and I didn't want to buy them and then pay customs and all that jazz, so they sent me them all 5 for free. I've already given one away. These are $24 each. I don't know if you live in the UK or if you live outside the US if you're going to have to pay customs, because again, I was sent them so I didn't go through that process. $24 each. You can buy them individually, you can buy them in bundles, you can buy them in sets, you can buy them all for $99, I think it is. I think it's dollars, not Canadian dollars, I'm not sure, sorry. They didn't demand a tutorial or a review or anything. They just said, can we send you them and see if you like them? And I'm not going to tell you what I think. We're going to swatch them now. Anyway, I've told you that. So the first one I'm going to swatch is Futurism. I just spat, hold on. The first one I'm going to swatch is Futurism 3 Astro-Pink. The packaging on these palettes is super duper cool. It's got like a magnetic flap. Bam! Little mirror, kind of useless because it's so small. You get 6 shades in each palette. You also get, ooh, where's it gone? A name sheet for them. But I never keep those things. And I mean, oh goodness gracious, how beautiful is this? How beautiful is that? Wow. Let me turn the lighting down because I always film it too high. Oh my goodness. Almighty. Let me show you the other one while I'm here. This is Futurism 1. Kind of reminds me of the Melt Smoke Sessions, is it? Or Gemini, I can't remember. Anyway, Gorgina. I really like the packaging. I think it's cool. It's really compact, easy to travel with. All that jibber jabber if you ever go anywhere, unlike me. Gonna swatch down here and then I'll show you the close-ups, of course. And I'm going to start with my favourite one. So this is, again, Futurism 3 Astro-Pink. I never remember the names of things. I'm not going to try and build them up, make them look beautiful. I'm just going to swatch them as is. That is the first matte. I'll swatch pretty well. The second one, I would tell you the shade names, but I took both name sheets out and someone's phoning me and I don't know which one belongs to which. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, I got someone to put my car into the garage for me. Okay, next shade. Look at this. That's so beautiful. Wow, that's why I've got my eyelids. This next one is truly magnificent. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's swatched beautifully. I actually have swatched this palette, I'm pretty sure, on my Instagram stories. That is a matte purple. Sorry, I need to not talk during this. Or have Hamish cough in the background on his way to get biscuits. This is the next shade. Yep. Sorry, those shades are exciting to me. And then this is the last shade. I bet this will swatch nice. Ah, not quite as nice, but still alright. So that is the Astro-Pink. Again, I will show you up close in 1 second. I think I'll just continue and swatch the other palette as well just right now while I've got my arm up, because this is actually sore on my back, which is fun, so I'll just get it over with. Okay, this is shade number 1. Oh Lord, that's beautiful. See this? I feel like this is a palette, like all together. Number 3. Also absolutely lush. I don't know why I just don't load up all my fingers. 4, 5, and 6. Oh. As far as swatches go, that is quite a sexy arm. The arm isn't sexy, the colours on it are. I've just dimmed the brightness a bit. I will dim it once more because again, I am not going to go through having badly lit swatches. That is unfocused. Palette number 1. Technically number 3, but you know what I mean. And that is palette number 2, technically palette number 1. There they all are in their glory. Gloriana. Wow. Missing a calling. Look. Those 3. These 3. Wow. And then there is that one. Very Melt Cosmetics reminiscent to me. I'll put a picture up on screen of what one I mean. I keep thinking Hamish is hurt or in pain, but he's actually just streaming Fallout, and he plays it on survival mode and he always dies. So that's why he's yelling in the background. So that's these 2 palettes swatched. I will use the other 2 at some point, and maybe I'll only use one because I've not swatched one, because I'm not entirely convinced I'm going to keep it. But I think they swatch pretty well. Indie brand. Also should say, or should mention, if you do buy these, they come so well packaged, it's unbelievable, in lovely, really sturdy like cardboard boxes. These really thick foam inserts holding the palettes in place, tied with a ribbon, and then put in these like really thick, weird bubble wrap envelopes, and then in a like postage bag. Really well packaged. I don't think anyone can complain these come broken because how good they were packaged. I reused all of that packaging to send stuff to other people. I was that impressed with it. Anyway, I digress. I will now shut up and go away, and you can see how I got this eye look, and then I will give you my final thoughts on whether or not, although I've been singing their praises now, do I at the end. Cliffhanger. See you soon. I've already like carved my brows, and I do have a little bit of concealer on my lid. It's the Too Faced Born This Way one. Fabulous concealer. I'll put a wee bit more on though, because I've been fannying around on the other eye, so need to put a bit more on. More on, haha. I've got my monitor on, that's why I'm looking over there really rudely and not looking at you. So, first palette I'm taking is called Futurism 1 Sci-Fi Green. This packaging here, I mean, it's really cool packaging, I love it. And inside, this is what it looks like. So you've got 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush. This is the 005. I don't know why I picked it, but I did. And I'm going to pick this dark green matte just here. You know me, I'm going to stay in my lane. Just because, you know, just chilling as me. And I'm going to do my, keeping my eye wide open, cut crease face. Keeping it rounded, and I'll take this to about halfway on my peeper. I will put it slightly down below here. I mean, you can see that pigment is just packing on like really impressively. That's gorgeous. Just reminds me of a colour from Subculture. I'll just fill in that gap. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M506 and soften up these edges, as always. The way it packs on, it made me think that when I did this, it was going to kind of go a bit patchy, but it just hasn't, and it doesn't. I don't know, it's just, I don't know if you can see, like it looks a little brighter here than it does here, but just that made me think, oh, when I blend this out it's gonna go patchy, but I mean, I didn't have that issue at all. It is pretty kick-uppy in the pan. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you. Just by dipping in, there's quite a lot of powder kick-up. Not enough that I'm like, ew, that's really kick-uppy, but I did notice it. And then I'm gonna go in with this slightly lighter green. They're very similar in the pan. Flip-flop this around the edges. I'm also gonna drag this one into the inner corner. It's quite a bit more different on the eye than I was expecting because they are really similar in the pan, but I mean, I'm mostly happy about that. Oops. And I'm going to go with my favourite Morphe brush from that Jeffree Star set. This is the JS something, I've got something on that, JS6. This weird one. And I'm dipping into this shade at the end. Mustard shade, again, quite kick-uppy. Quite kick-uppy. And this is going to go all the way around the edges. And where's my brush? I'll just grab a new one. Just gonna wiggle this clean brush around the edges of that. You can see I do have fallout. It's not hugely dramatic, but there is some fallout there. I'm gonna now dip into, what are you called? Futurism 3 Astro-Pink, which is my favourite one of all. And I'm gonna grab this very light shade at the end. This is on my Morphe M514. It's quite an old M514, so it's really splayed out, but I actually like it now more than when I first got it, because it has kind of expanded. I find that a lot with brushes, they get better as you use them, unless they're really pants to begin with, and then they obviously get worse, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay. This brush here, my Morphe JS10, and the black shade. There is a black in this palette, sparkly, can you see that? I didn't want to put sparkly black, I didn't want to put sparkly black there. So I chose not to. I'm going to pack this on the outer corner. It does seem like quite a decent black, but I think layering it over these other shades is kind of diminishing it a little. It was just a really quick look on the other eye. I'm not like trying to rush or anything. I just found it really fast. And then I'm just gonna pick up my Morphe M506 and just blend that. I'm actually gonna cover up this black somewhat. So this isn't hugely important because I really wanted to use this other shade and really show it. So you'll see what I mean. But you see how kind of blending that black, it's almost disappeared. I would say disappeared a lot. Go back in with my Morphe M514 because I don't know what brush I use next, and I'm going to go back in with that lighter green, lighter matte green. Pick up so well on the brush that I just automatically tap it off so that I'm not putting too much on. And then I'm just gonna rub that brush on my towel and pick up that mustard shade again. And just soften the edges. I did, and I am now, I do find it quite difficult to blend out the greens like really seamlessly. Like they blend perfectly well on the skin, no problem. But I don't know, this mustard shade's almost too light for my kind of perfect blending partner. My voice just disappeared. Saying blending partner shade, whatever. I would say it kind of looks like I've not put black on at all. That would be my first criticism. Second, if you would include the fact that they're quite powdery in the pans so far. Okay, I'm going to throw my cut crease, and then that's when things get a bit more interesting. As usual these days, on camera would be great, Melissa, I'm going to use the ABH eye primer. I just find it works for me. I don't like the Peel base on my personal eyes. I find it too slippy, not oily, but in that kind of way where it slips around. And when you've got hooded eyes and you've got like quite a lot of creases on your eyes, for me it just slips around, and then even when I pack eyeshadow on top of it, it settles in the creases and doesn't look great. I get a lot of questions like, why don't you use Peel base? It's just not for me. It's not for my personal eye. So yeah, anyway, I'll put my cut crease on, just thought I'd say that, and then I'll be back and we will make it a bit cooler. I'm actually really impressed with myself. I did that in about 10 seconds. No, that's a lie. I did it in 7 minutes. Wow, that's not great. 7 minutes. So taking Futurism 3, I'm gonna grab this gorgeous middle shade here, and this is getting packed on the front, well, most of my cut crease. I couldn't not play with like multiple palettes because I wanted to merge the color schemes. Like this could have gone a really pretty green gold eye, but I was like, nah, not gonna happen. This is an ABH A2 brush, if you are wondering. I really like ABH brushes. No one talks about them, but they are really good. They're just super expensive. Like, super expensive. It's such a beautiful, like, silver lilac mauve. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. It's just so lush. But then, hold on, let me drag it out a wee bit more. But then I was like, no. Well, I was like, yeah, but I was like, well, I want to shut up. I wanted to use this shade a lot. So, picking it up on my little Jessup 237 Jessup brushes on Amazon. Great quality, very cheap. I initially was going to use this as a, just, you know, blending out this shade on my lid. And then I was like, no, I like this colour so much. I want to cover up the black, which is kind of covered up anyway and disappeared. So I'm actually going to use this as my like complete outside shade here. And also blend it into the crease like I've done over on this side. This is looking a lot more purple though than that side. What have I done wrong? Morphe M506, more of that purple. And I'm going to start blending this into the crease on this outside portion. There we go, it's starting to look a bit more grungy when I'm blending it into the green. I will fix my blend between the metallic in a sec. I just think this shade was too pretty not to properly use it, and when I did it on the other eye just to blend out the lovely metallic shade, I was like, no, I'm missing it. I'm missing it. Can you guess what other shade I'm going to use from this palette? 3, 2, 1, guessed. Bet you knew. Somehow, I'm going to use it somehow. It's just using like tiny circular motions to to just try and blend it into the crease a bit. And I'm dragging it a bit along the top here. I kind of need a more specific brush for this, but it's okay. Gosh, my blending work today looks so messy. Just sorting that out. I'm going to use the original, well, the green palette, and grab that deep green on my same Morphe M506 and just kind of go around, oh gosh, go around the edges of this purple. I kind of went back and forth with it on the other eye, just so it blended a bit nicer. Of course, when I'm doing this, I'm like, wow, nothing's working. You need to start again. To blend the nice metallic purple, I'm just grabbing it a tiny bit more in that brush. I'm just gonna drag it, stamp it a little into the matte. See how it's just kind of starting to blend a bit better, and then I even pick it up with my finger and just kind of tap it on where it meets the matte. So that's what the eyes look like just now. I will finesse things when we come to like the lower lash line and stuff. But I would say the eyeshadows have gone on really easily thus far. No real issues. The only issue I was kind of having is, I don't know if you would tell in the mattes up here, I've got a lot of particles of this sparkly shade, even though it's not a glitter, up in my matte blending area. Doesn't really bother me that much, but it's there. And yeah, I'll just get rid of this fallout, of which there isn't a huge amount, and then I'll go finish my face off camera and I'll come back and we'll do a lower lash line, because yeah, like I said, this look did not take me that long, like, to get to this point. Oh no, now the shade sheets are out of both palettes. I have no idea which one belongs to which. Okay, I'm gonna go. Finished off the rest of my face, did this under eye somewhat just to kick us off. So I'm going to pick up the Futurism 3 and the second lightest shade here. It's like a pinky-ish, where's my mirror? Pinky-ish neutral, and just run that under here. I'm currently testing the new ABH foundation. I've decided not to do foundation reviews the way I've been doing them, like first impressions. I'm going to test them a few times and then use them on camera and tell you what I think, because I think then you get like a more accurate reading, because I will have tried it a few times. Anyway, then I'm going in with this shade here, and I'm going to stick this closer to the lash line. This is probably one of my favourite purple tones that I have ever used. Like, in terms of the colour, it's just stunning. I mean, the formula is really nice too, but whew, the colour. And then back in with that blending brush, soften it up a pinch. It's just so nice, so nice. Right. Then I'm taking a little pencil brush, unnamed, and this shade here, the blue, obviously, I had to play with it. On the other eye, tried it wet, tried it dry. So, just using spray, setting spray, to wet my brush. I'm gonna put that like the front third of my eye. It seems like more of a sheer shade, but one that can be built up. So that's what I'm just doing. I'm just building it up. See, even with 2 layers, it's so much nicer than one. I'll do a close-up obviously, but so just packing that on. I do just love this colour though. I'm just trying to kind of drag some of the sparkles into the purple, just to kind of blend it a bit. Waterline Colourpop Prance eyeliner. I really like these Colourpop liners. I just think put on a couple of layers, like, oh, I'm going all over the purple. Put on a couple of layers and then like let them dry in between. Just give it a few seconds. Put on another layer, because like that's like 3, that's 1. So yeah, just like let it dry and then throw some more on. I have more on twice in one video. Who else does this as their eyeliner face? Or this? Like Mr. Bean. Right, I'm gonna go throw on some lashes. Need to change my battery, and then I'll be back. Show you the eyes up close. Give you my final thoughts. Also put on a lipstick because I feel very naked without one. One moment. I have finished off the rest of my makeup. I'll list it all below. I now need to give my final thoughts. Get yourself together, I've forgotten how to film. So I've used 2 of my 4. I had all 5, but like I said, I gave one away. I've used 2 of them, and I have to say, I mean, I have found nothing wrong with them really. That black disappeared pretty much when I blended it out, and I would say that the mattes are a little bit kick-uppy in the pan, but you know, I don't see that as a negative really. As long as I get pigment on my peepers, I don't care. It blended really easily on the whole. Colours really beautiful. Yeah, a good price point as well. I don't think $24 for 6 indie eyeshadows at this quality is bad in any way. I don't know what you Americans will think about that, but to us that's like, shut up. I don't know, maybe £18, £20. I don't know what the conversion is today, but I think that's pretty good. I would probably, in all honesty, if this was in a shop and I swatched it and it was like £18, 18 to £20, I'd probably buy it because A, I can't say no to colours like this or this. Really nice. Really nice. You can buy them in like sets of 3, you can buy them individually. Great stuff. Great stuff. I would say I am impressed. Not blown away. I don't think these are like the most revolutionary eyeshadows I've ever used at all, but I would say they're really good. Real good. I don't really know what else to say apart from I think they're good. I really have forgotten how to film. So that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, my triumphant return to YouTube. I am joking, but yeah, my return. Anyway, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down below of the look and of the way the shadows performed. Is this something you're gonna pick up? Yes? No? I don't know. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a massive thumbs up because you don't understand how much it helps me out. It helps me out massively. Also, leave me a comment down below because I do reply to all of my comments. Unless they're mean, and then I'll just block you. And what's the other one? Subscribe. Please subscribe and turn your notification bell on. If you really feel that inclined. I have no notification bells on for anyone because I just go through my subscription page. Anyway, yes, what? A massive, outside windy thank you to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for your support in that way. You know it blows my mind, boggles my brain, blows my mind and boggles my brain. I need to come up with a song, a theme song, Patreon theme song, but I won't because I suck at singing. Yeah, thank you so much, and especially for all the messages that I got when I said I was going to take a break. It really meant a lot. I literally replied to nobody, pretty much. I think I replied to 2 people, 2 or 3 people, and that's because they're like really good friends, but I didn't reply to anyone else or anyone's comments or anything just because I was feeling so overwhelmed. But know that I read all your messages and all your comments, and I really appreciated them. If you do want to become a Patreon, the link's in the description box. You get early access to videos, Patreon only videos when I can film them, and also giveaways. Giveaways, yay. So that's it. I'm gonna piss off and I will see you on the flip side. Thanks for watching.